Okay, for the person who's a moderator of confirmation through conversation, here's our Google Sheet, and you're looking at the editing um, interface of the sheet. So here's our questions. It's a very simple sheet. Their email address, the name of school. We don't need to change anything. And in this case, we have 5 responses. Let's say this year with the 5 schools. Okay, and here is the sheet that all the information goes into and the matching happens. Now, let's say the year has ended. We have to go through a cleanup process. Otherwise, it's going to get a bit messy in following years, and we don't want schools from the year before matching with new schools. So just to make things simpler, we're going to do a little cleanup process here. So the very first thing I'm going to ask you to do is go back to that Google form. Under responses, okay, you will notice there is an overflow icon. That's these 3 vertical dots. And when you select it, you get a drop-down window. The very first thing we're going to do is we're just going to delete all the responses. Now that is only, and it's going to tell you here, the responses already sent to a spreadsheet will not be deleted. So that only deletes the responses on this page. The responses on our spreadsheet still exist. Okay. Before we do anything about the spreadsheet, there is still another step. Again, we're going to go to the overflow icon, and we're going to unlink the form. So what that's going to do, it's going to unlink the Google form and the spreadsheet that we have. So when we do that, it gives you a warning. We are going to unlink it. Now we're going to move to the spreadsheet that all of the information had gone to. Now you'll notice here's the sheet, but what's actually happened is we've hidden one of the sheets, the actual form responses. So I'm going to go to these 4 horizontal lines that represent the All Sheets button in our Google Sheets. It's kind of transparent or grayed out. We're going to select it so that that sheet now shows up. So this is actually where the information is going into. This second sheet is actually just organizing all that information. What we need to do is we need to delete this sheet. So we go to the name of the sheet and we're going to right click on it. Gives us a bunch of options. The very first one is delete. And when we delete that sheet, are you sure? Yes, we are. The only sheet is this organizing sheet. Do not delete this organizing sheet. It has a lot of formulas built in. A bunch of them are even hidden. This one here. So you'll notice because we've deleted that sheet, it's giving us a lot of value and reference errors. That's fine. We're going to very quickly fix that. Once we've done that deletion process, we're going to go back to the Google Sheet, and we're going to create a spreadsheet. That green kind of looks like the Finland flag, but green. Instead of creating a new one, we're going to select an existing spreadsheet, and we'll hit select. It's going to bring you up a bunch of spreadsheets that you work with. Now, you'll need to find the confirmation through conversation spreadsheet. I see mine switched here. So I'm going to select that spreadsheet, and it is now linked it. Let's open it up in a new one. Okay, give it a second while it loads a bunch of the information. Great. You'll notice this is the exact same one before. I'm going to close this one for simplicity's sake. The only difference here, if I go to the organizing sheet, I'm still going to get referencing error. The very last thing I need to do is just rename this. I'm going to rename this Forms Response 1. So it was the number 4. We changed it to the number 1. Once we've done that, when we go to the organizing sheet, this will take a second, and boom. Now the timestamp, email, and name of your school will show up, and as soon as schools start filling out the sheet, the matching formulas will start to execute what they need to do. Okay? I hope that was very helpful.